3. The first thing we see is Malcolm in here praying. Now, we knew he was Muslim because a couple of episodes ago they showed him in the car and he was at the mosque. But right now he's praying to forgive him for all of his sins, and he's praying to get this task force off of his back. Because remember, people have been connecting the dots. Burke's dad came up there, highly respected. He's given information. Mr. Bingham gave information, and everyone's looking at Malcolm. Now he's trying to dodge all of this, and we still haven't seen Chantel, Scrap's mom, pop back up as being the snitch who is unalive. So for Malcolm, his number one priority at this point is to save him, Rock, and Kanan. His family's life is on the line, and of course, no one ever wants to go to jail. So he's here thinking of, how can I convince Rock to get on my side, and let's just throw Marvin up under the bus and we can all walk away clean. Rock has already told us how she feels about Malcolm, and we clearly hear her saying, hey Malcolm, are they after us or are they after you? The task force has been looking into you, and you didn't give us the information about Marvin. Now, he was quick to give up the information about Scrap being the snitch, which he messed up. Now he didn't give up the Marvin information, and the feds have actually been watching him. So when you look at Malcolm, Rock is thinking just like us. Let's see what exactly Malcolm has, and is he trying to protect himself, or is he really trying to protect all of us? Now, Rock is not going to throw her family up under the bus, even though she got Kanan into some trouble. She's not going to do that. And I don't believe that Lulu is dead. I just think they took him out to the woods, to a hidden location, a cabin that they may have rented, and just threw him out there and let him live, because I can't see her getting rid of her brother. But she doesn't trust Malcolm the same way that Kanan doesn't trust her. Special Agent Tanner, he's one step behind Howard. Now, he has Howard in the office, and he's saying if there's any connection, any ties between you and Marvin, then you're going to go down for this. That's organized crime. We know Marvin's involved in. Also is connected to the mob, and it might have something to do with Bingham. Now, we've seen Howard in episode 9 try to throw him off the case and say, I'm not a snitch. I'm not going to tell on a fellow partner, but they're not going for it. Tanner seems like he has his ducks in a row, and he's really trying to figure out what this mob connection has, what's the connection with Marvin, and how much information is there from Gerald and from what's happening in the streets, the Sal Bosolini hit, the Baisley projects, the 40s. All of this is tied back to Marvin, but he's trying to figure out and pinpoint what exactly does Malcolm have to do with this. Now, I'm not sure whose gravesite Marvin is at. It might be at Gerald's, because Gerald did tell him he didn't give up any information. Now, it could be either Gerald or it could be Kenya's. That's just the thing we don't know about Marvin. He's all over the place because right now he doesn't have his emotions in grasp. He knows the feds are after him. His brother Lulu, they just grabbed him, took him upstate. They either got rid of him or hiding him. So it's just a lot for Marvin to think about. And Gerald was his only friend outside of his family. So he might be here talking to Gerald and asking him, Gerald, why did you do this stuff? Even though it's just his gravesite. Marvin has a lot on his mind and he needs to clear his head. But my best advice for Marvin is probably to just leave the city at this point, because there's really no escaping the inevitable. That means jail time. We do hear Rock talking about not getting into a war with her son. Now, we know what Snaps and Pops did. They actually looked out for Ronnie. Juliana's water got cut off, but they went to Joaquin and told him, don't do anything to him. He still works for us. So this is showing us that Snaps has a lot of pull in the streets with the cartel and with the mob. So you can't underestimate him. But Rock, we've already heard Snaps say, Kanan, your mom's getting in the way of business. So he's definitely about to be applying that pressure to Rock, because at this point, they don't have any work. And they already told Ronnie, you need to figure that out because that's our money you playing with. So right now, it's kind of scary hours for both sides because we don't know who's going to make that move. And we don't know who has the force and the power behind them to actually bring it to the other. Now, whoever this is pulling a gun out on Jukebox, I'm thinking it might be part of Ronnie's crew. Just for the simple fact, if I can't get to Rock, let me get somewhere close to her. Now, Jukebox has that look on her face where it's basically like, man, do what you got to do. It looks like Juke is really pretty much out of this. We know that she got called in for questioning. She didn't give up anything, but the paper to join the army, this might be the turning point where she's like, you know what? I'm just going to join the army, get out of here. The music group ain't work. It's too much dangerous stuff going on here. This might be Juke's exit, and this might be the best bet for her. Even Stefano is telling Rock, I hope your son Kanan knows how much you love him, because they're probably about to move and make an attack. Hey, we got to get Ronnie out of here to protect my son. Now it's potentially going to be dangerous, and that's why he's saying, I hope your son knows how much you love him, because it can get ugly out here. And Stefano knows how it is in these streets. He's the mob. He had to get permission. Well, he didn't get permission, but he technically had to get permission to get rid of Sal, and he went behind all of the other families back and had Rock do it. So it looks like he's giving Rock that blessing to start making a move and start stepping on him. And at this point, Ronnie is the big dog, but Rock can easily change that and level up and become the big dog. We see Ronnie and Kanan in the warehouse, and it looks like they probably got Jukebox here, and they're going to give her up back to Rock as long as Rock leaves them alone. But Kanan comes out the shadows, and we do hear Rock saying, Kanan, you don't know what you're doing in here. Now Ronnie, he's already been pressed, and that's one thing he doesn't like. So for him, he's looking at it like, nah, let's forget all that talking. Let's get to this action. Say what you're going to say, but forget what you're going to say, because I want to do what I got to do, because I owe Snaps and Pops some money. So Ronnie, he ain't playing around. But if you watch Kanan's face, and then we see how the end of the trailer is, you start looking at it like, damn, Kanan has really switched sides 100% against his mom. Rock tells Kanan, you don't know what you're doing. He looks at her and tells her, I do. And this is followed by an attempted hit on Raquel. Now, we don't know if Rock is going to make it or not, but these guys are pulling up and they spraying. They ain't playing around, and this is what we've been wanting to see in Power this whole season. You know it's real. Just look at Rock's face. It could all end right here for her. Going into season 4, without Rock, Lulu gone, Marvin potentially in jail, it's looking ugly for the Thomas family. The rise and fall of the Thomas family. Because when them guns come out and your eyes are wide open like this, yeah, this is what they say when you see your life flash right before your eyes. Whoever they are, they ain't playing around. Up close and personal. Talking 100 shots. And I don't think they missing all of them. It's about to get ugly. But the finale is looking better than ever. Raising Kanan is my favorite spinoff, and I'm ready to see what the hell is about to happen. All right, there you go. The breakdown of episode 10, season finale of Raising Kanan season 3. Let me know what you think. Is Rock going to make it out of this shooting? And is this shooting even pulling up on Rock? Because you know how they piece this stuff together. Let me know what you think about it. Is Rock going to make it? Is Lulu alive? Is Marvin going to jail? It's so many questions that need to be answered. I'm MoDIJ. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on that road to 50,000 subscribers. Tune in tonight, 2 p.m. Eastern, for the On the Clock after show discussion where we break down each individual character and we tell it like it is. Thanks for watching. I'm out.